When I watch videos of people buying art or animations or whatever on Fiverr, there's usually the overpriced shitty work and the underpriced great work that the YouTuber gets back. I don't know about you, but I love judging those works and how much they're worth. Today, you can be the judge on whether the works I'm about to create for people are worth the price or not.
Never done this, but this is what I have in mind. It is a body with a rooster's head, some philosopher's pose, maybe some other people around the rooster guy. Fitting clothes, Greek or Roman color of your choosing. That's it. Ciao.
I like that, actually. This image is a little bit too low quality for me to use though. So let's do some reference hunting, shall we? Show me that cock. Perfect. I don't need any colors, just need reference for the form. All right, let's do this. This will be the only 3-hour drawing in this video, making it the longest one, so I'll tell you a story to keep you company while it's happening. When I was younger, on like school trips to art museums and such, looking at classical paintings like this seemed like a whole different world to me, and my brain couldn't even begin to comprehend how one would go about creating something like this, even as a kid that was considered talented in art by my peers. In my teens, I was much more drawn to drawing anime-like styles and characters. Replicating the same quality of art that I saw in different anime series seemed kinda difficult as well, but it seemed more realistically doable since it's much more simple on the surface. The thought process I had was something like, you learn to draw clean lines and memorize like face shapes and such, and then you're a professional artist. I didn't actually think that, but thinking back now, that's probably the subconscious idea I had. I at least thought I understood how it is made, so it gave me some clear things to practice toward and get better at, whereas creating something like a classical painting seemed like a complete mystery still. Looking at these paintings also didn't really make me feel anything, since it is kind of adult-oriented art, I guess, whereas stylized work is often geared towards children and teens. So I understand why many young artists choose to do anime-inspired and stylized work early on. Now though that I know a thing or two about painting and art fundamentals, making something like a classical painting seems very much realistically doable to me as well. I just didn't know the components that I needed to study back then. Well, this monologue has no conclusion, but it is relevant because there will be a bunch of anime requests in this video. We are officially finished with this one, and it looks rather nice. Plenty of action going on here. This guy's suffering, is dropping his drink, and these dudes are suffering as well. Hey yo, here's the finished painting of a rooster man, giving some trouble to the people around him. Deliver work. Hey yo, Chalada, I would like a piece of my big ugly fur. Oh God. Please don't get mad or roll your eyes. I did that too late.
He lives in hell and is in prison for robbing banks because he loves money like Mr. Krabs. That's really all you need to know about him. As for the art, I'm not very picky, but maybe just him escaping prison like bruh. Just standing there, broken cuffs, guard blood on the floor around him, maybe hints of barbed wire. Ike man, if you have a better idea, go for it. I'll love it no matter what UXDOWO.
This has gotta be ironic, right? Why do you guys make me do this? Don't get mad or roll your eyes. I'm not mad, I'm just suffering, you know? I'm just thinking, what have I done to attract so many furries? This request reminded me of an artwork by Mike Azevedo, probably butchered the name, which also is a splash artwork in League of Legends or Dota, I think, one of those two. I decided to do something similar here. Gotta have that dynamic perspective for that splash art feel, you know? The jail background here was inspired by a local jail in my city, like a real place. It's an old Soviet-age jail that was migrated into a fort that was built in the 1800s, I believe. Pretty hellish from the inside, if you ask me, so it fits the request. I mean, overall, this looks very cool. This is one of my favorites, probably. The guy has broken through the bars of his cell and sliced up the guard. Oh, yeah, deliver work. Can you draw a picture of Kanye West in a Spider-Man suit? This is it, chief. That's the real OG Fiverr drawing type of shit. Well, this is a fun one because drawing superheroes is basically just drawing muscles, which is something I enjoy doing. You draw a bunch of muscles and then color it as if there was a suit on top of it. Maybe add some tiny fabric wrinkles in some areas and you're basically set. I got an interesting moral question for you guys. Is it fine to trace over photos of people's faces if you know that you have the skills to do it by just looking at the reference? I didn't do the tracing in this case, but I have done it in previous Fiverr videos. I don't think it really matters. If you know how to not trace, then you can trace. If you look closely here, you can see that Kanye is wearing a sick design only available in the Chala merch store. Check out the new store, link in description. New design, support your boy if you missed this. They're sick, I promise. Like, this is one of them. Alright, I actually like this one. I'm enjoying the anatomy specifically on this arm right here. Kanye is about to save the West. Lol.
Hey there, Chala, it is me again. I asked you for a drawing last time. Loved it. But I will try to be more specific this time since I don't want you to struggle. I was the guy that asked for the Persona Samurai girl. I want the exact same character, but I will give you some references this time from other artists that I also enjoy. Pose and wardrobe are the things that I want from this image. I will of course upload the original image just in case you have forgotten.
Whoa, okay, that's large. So this person was in the previous episode of the Fiverr series and requested me to draw this character. But the phrasing of the request was kind of weird and I couldn't really tell what was supposed to go in the drawing. This time I do understand though, which is good. After I had published that video, someone commented that, yo, this character is actually originally a dude. Do I care? Not really. It's a character from some game I've never played, so I don't have any connection to it, and if they want the female version of their character, then I'll do that. It doesn't matter to me, if it matters to the fans of the game, but I couldn't care less because it's not even my idea in the first place. Yeah, it's pretty spicy, I dare say it is, but I enjoy drawing this type of thing, so that is cool.
Hey Chala, my name is Shu Sakurai. I'm a VTuber and a big fan of your art and videos. Can you draw my VTuber avatar doing a cool pose? He is a smug alien from space and lives in a spaceship. I sent a picture of his reference sheet and spaceship so you get the vibe. Thanks, man.
Character design is cool. Background is cool as well. Alright, so this one is interesting. It has like that tech wear style, which is fun to draw. Very cyberpunk-y. It's the futuristic alien vibe, I guess. Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. I should also mention that it's cool. The blue color I used here gave me the impression of a nighttime scene. And because of the streetwear going on here, I imagined that street lighting would also make sense. By street lighting, I mean literal street lights that are coming in as a secondary light from the top. Damn! I actually really like how this turned out. I used the reference for the pose, which made it a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm surprised at how like anime the face looks. Oh, fuck. This was a 2-hour drawing. Holy fuck. Hey, yo. Here's the alien dude striking an Instagrammable pose. Yeah, let's deliver this.
I would like you to sketch Shinobu Kacho in a turquoise black color scheme in the pose of the reference image of the guy in the hoodie attached, with a similar monochrome background. There are also some images of Shinobu Kacho attached. Thank you in advance.
Another anime. Gosh. Boy, darn, barn. Like, the thing is, I have to like translate it into a style that doesn't look like this. And then it loses all of the charm that the original has. Well, this one is basically just a clothing folds challenge or something. A loose, flowy robe on this contorted pose. It's pretty challenging, but I think I pulled it off to a good enough looking degree. Because of the pose that this person requested, it doesn't even really seem like the same character anymore originally. I don't know, weird combination of references. I have mixed feelings about this one. I kind of like it and I kind of dislike it as well. But I mean, it was very tricky to get those folds right on the clothing. Shinobu is performing the pose of the Mysterious hoodie guy.
Hi, Chala. Please draw my angel Ak, Lillian. She is near and dear to my heart. I first drew her 6 years ago. She is a tall black woman with a stockier build. I usually draw her with butterfly locks. Her wings are a brownish golden color. She has golden eyes and wears gold jewelry. I usually draw her with a white romper made of flowy fabric, gladiator sandals, and a Fletcher's glove. She also has bird talons for feet because she's a cool human-bird hybrid. I would like her happily flying above the clouds, perhaps at dusk with orange and golds around her in a nice scene.
So I went for a very ambitious, over-ambitious pose for 1 hour drawing and decided to restart. To freshen my mind, I did it in my sketchbook first, so this is what the sketch is like now. Now I'm drawing on top of it. Very nice. Alright, I gotta say this one is pretty nice. I'm liking how the pose turned out, and especially this leg. The angle bird, the woman is in the air, signaling world peace. Deliver work. Alright. We're now done with drawings that I would be okay with posting on my Instagram. Now it is time to delve straight into the darkness. The following drawing requests come from owners of bizarre original characters.
Hi boss, I've been lurking around your channel for years now and it's a really surreal experience to drag myself out of my dingy little den to give you a bit of rent money. That being said, I have no shame and want my cringe OC drawn out. A typical old man with gray skin and heart boppers welded onto his head. Concerning subject matter, I've attached an image of Tyler the Creator standing in a court. I'd like for Bill to be in a similar pose with the exact same lighting, stern expression, composition, and background except instead of a broom, I'd like him to be holding a half-smoked Cuban cigar. I would like Bill to be wearing the same outfit as he is in the reference sheet but with a brown suit jacket to match his pants. Attached is an image of the suit style I want plus how I want the suit to fit on him. I would like the overall suit color to be the darker brown color used in the reference sheet. I would like for him to be wearing the same striped tie as the man in the image, and if you could, please make his tie messily done. Bill is 6'4" and has a very wide muscular build. Because of this he carries himself in a very awkward way like he's just too big. I'd like for this to translate into the drawing by giving him a very slight slouch, but still keeping his demeanor distinguished and strong.
Yeah, this was a pretty straightforward one. I don't know if I pulled off the
slight slouch
pose or whatever they wanted with the strong demeanor. It's there. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. If it isn't, too bad. I'm not reworking this. The gray man is on the sports field thinking about his youth.
If you can draw more than one character, it'd be cool if you could draw all 4 of the characters just hanging out at a bar or something. It'd be really cool to see them in a more realistic style.
I wonder what the purpose of having OCs really is. Like, I used to have some character designs that I would occasionally draw back in the day. So I guess I also used to have OCs, technically speaking. But I didn't really do anything with them. I wonder if it's the same for these people. Like, what do you do with an OC? Do you, like, role play or something with it? Or if you use it for a story, then I understand. But, like, what else do you do? This is cool. I enjoy the texture on the table.
This is my demon spider Sebastian, and he is a tall boy. So for the drawing, can I get it from an angel where the camera is looking up at him, like he's stepping on you, threatening the camera by holding a long poke Y staff?
This character works in this cartoony style, but if I'm gonna try to translate it into mine, it's gonna look really fucking odd. I can tell you that right now. I suspect that the reason why there's so many of these types of people requesting art from me in these videos is that they are the readiest to throw money at art commissions on 1 day's notice, which is what I did. I announced it like a day ahead of time. While I do appreciate their willingness to support my work, I also think that often it isn't very entertaining material for these videos because only one person understands the story behind an OC while there are like thousands of people watching the video. You know what I mean? I remember in the second episode of the Fiverr drawing series, I was acting a little bit condescending toward the OC people, and I'm trying to avoid doing that, but like the easiest way to make them entertaining is to basically be honest about my thoughts, and usually I don't like drawing people's OCs because there's nothing interesting about them to me, and it just associates my channel with this niche community of OC drawers and it attracts more of them. Yeah, this character does look like a lab experiment gone wrong. The red eyes and the blue skin, and holy shit, it's like terrifying low-key.
I'd like it to be good for a profile picture, so it would be just a portrait. I would also like if it were in a pink lighting setup. Take any creative freedoms you would like, smile.
It's from like VR chat or something. Is that supposed to make like a heart? What is this, like? That's just like a diamond shape, right? Not a diamond, it's a square that's tilted 45 degrees. Yeah, this is like some stuff I would have drawn in like high school maybe. I would have never drawn like this type of weird hand gestures and whatever even back then, but I did enjoy drawing anime faces in my high school days. I'm very much over it now though. Like I don't care for anime, like I don't really understand the obsession over anime and the dudes that have like epic gamer setups with all the hardware that I want to have, but it's like surrounded by anime figurines and shit, like the posters and you know, and the boob mouse pads. Those are kind of lit actually. I want to get one myself. Yeah, I hate this. Probably gonna do another one of these in a month or two, and I'll be announcing that I'll be doing these like actually ahead of time